So, uh, first off, slowly getting over the Rona. Um, but I wanted to do this review. I really because I wanted to do um, this review because obviously it's a big thing. The Owl House season 2 finale. Now, for those who don't know, this is not the end of the show. Some people were panicking that Disney was going to cut them off, but they're going to have apparently 3 specials that will be like a trilogy to finish the story. Which, all right, that's kind of spiteful, Disney. Also, when it gets to June, don't try to use the Amity and Lou's kiss to justify how forward thinking you are. You kneecap this show repeatedly. You fucking hypocrites. Fuck you, Disney. Anyway, so this is tough. Like, this is emotionally tough because I think a lot of us are still getting over the Amphibia season finale. It's almost like Matt Barley suplexed us where you're still on the ground. We were trying to get up, and then, oh my god, it's Dana Terrace with the emotional chair. Boom! By God, the fandom is broken in half. Anyway, so this was heavy. This was straight up heavy, and it was a lot to take in. Like, it was so much to take in, and it ends on such a sad note because Dana Terrace apparently doesn't like happy endings, so I can only assume what the actual show's finale is going to be like. I can't even begin to imagine what that will be like. I am curious to see what happens, because at the end of the episode, literally the gang outside of Ida and King and Hootie are in the human realm at Luz's house. Yeah. Which also, by the way, this apparently confirms that Amphibia and Owl House are the same Earth. It's just different magical worlds. Because we do see a picture that is clearly Anne and saying Lost Girl Found in Frog Realm. Hoax? So, yeah, there you go. It's official. Amphibia and Owl House are in the same universe. Or multiverse, if you want to be pedantic. This was a lot, and also Bellows again. I was going to do a video talking about how good of a villain Bellows is, but I guess I'll do it real quick. Bellows is so despicable as a human being and as a villain in of itself that it's so nice to have a irredeemable villain. It is so fucking nice to have an irredeemable piece of shit who is so obsessed with genocide and just horrible actions that it's so good to see him get knocked around. Like, I was I know that sounded weird. I was like, I'm so happy to have a villain who commits genocide again. It's so weird. Like, it's so nice to have one because that's all the more reason to watch them get their ass beat. Like, it's so much more fun to watch them get fucking trounced by someone. Like, it's so gratifying to watch Bellows literally get his ass kicked. It's so much fun. Yeah, that's where a lot of people are probably thinking that's a weird statement, but no, I love it because it's all the more reason to watch them get their ass kicked and not, be like, oh, we forgive you, your family, come join us, it's totally fine that you committed all these horrible actions. Let's, you're still a good person. Let's be friends. I'm not naming any particular show. Oh, of course not. Do 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 do. Anyway, aside from that little tangent, yeah, Bellows is a great villain. I haven't had this much fun watching a despicable creature since on a Disney show since, I don't know, Toffee. And when Toffee... It's kind of funny because, yeah, we can all agree that when Toffee died, the quality of Star shows of the Starverse universe just went... Meow. So, it's nice to have... it's nice to have a despicable villain again. Maybe I will do that video talking about it, but... Speaking of other villains, we finally get the appearance of the Collector. And I'm going to say that I wouldn't say he's going to be villainous. I think he's more like... he's more childish than anything else. I do think he's gonna be like the villain that Luz talks to. I think he's gonna be the one that and I could be wrong. This is just speculation. I think he is going to be the villain that Luz like addresses and talks to and like talks him down. And Bellos they're just gonna kill. And I'll get to back to Bellos in a second because there is something we did see. I think because the Collector doesn't seem malicious. He's just a child with godlike powers. It's kind of like, in a way, like the Beyonder. If you've read Marvel Comics, then the Beyonder's kind of like that, where he's just a child with godlike... who's so powerful he's not aware of how godlike he is sometimes, like he forgets. So, yeah, the Collector really reminds me of the Beyonder. And also I'm curious of why he's called the Collector. I wonder if they're gonna bring that up at some point. And they said he's from beyond the stars, so is he an alien? A god? Huh. And we get more of King, with King coming in with the save, even though, yeah, he may have damned the Isles to something possibly worse. Thank God also it looks like Rain survived the draining spell, which was horrifying, because there was that quick moment of, oh my god, are they going to Thanos snap almost all the characters on the Boiling Isles? Like, that was a horrifying sight, because that was even actually, no, that was worse than the Thanos snap, because at least that was fast. This is, like, slow death. So, that's horrifying. And now we're left with the question of how does Luz and Amity, Hunter, Gus, and Willow get back to Earth? And all, yeah, there was a lot of stuff there. Like, they don't know how to get back to... I mean, not get back to Earth, but get back to the Boiling Isles. You know, what happens to Ida? Because Ida's now without an arm. She's literally had to get her arm ripped off. We don't know the status of everyone on the Isles, because we don't know what kind of damage the draining spell had on everyone. That's another thing we have to look into, is that the Boiling Isles may have just damaged their magic as well as their bodies. Like... And they're all at the mercy of some child who has the powers of God. So there is a lot to unpack here emotionally. So I was kind of looking on social media before doing this review, and everyone had the could be summed up as this: I'm trapped in a glass case of emotion. Yeah, a little Ron Burgundy for everybody. Yeah, everyone's a little Ron Burgundy today after watching the Season 2 finale, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this show continues to be one of the best shows, even though it's been horribly kneecapped by Disney. It still remains to be one of the finest pieces of animation out there, and I can't wait to see this animated trilogy they're gonna do. Hopefully each of these specials are gonna be like... Oh, I don't know, like an hour and a half each, or 2 hours. Disney, give them like 2.5 hours, actually. Give them like 2.5 hours for literally everything, because that's the least that you can do for them after you've completely fucked them over at every turn. You have literally stabbed them in the back over and over and over again for no other reason other than you want to get views in Russia. That's literally all this is about. You want to get views and not piss off the minority of overt Christian parents. That's all this is about. You don't care about the inclusivity or anything. You just care about them goddamn views, and you'll fuck over anyone to do it. And then you'll cry wolf and say inclusivity come the next month. Watch. Just watch. They'll put it on. They'll do it. They'll do that. Anyway, but fuck you, Disney. This is a great show. I'm sad it's coming to an end, and I'm still over. Like, it's kind of an emotional fuck you, because it's still like getting over I think we're all still getting over the Amphibia season finale, and now Owl House is coming to a close, and none of us are ready. Anyway, so you guys tell me. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much a quick review. I know it's not too in depth, but like I said, I'm still getting over COVID, so I need to wrap this up and take some medicine. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of the what did you guys think of the Owl House Season 2 finale? Did you guys like it, hate it? Oh, I forgot to talk about the whole Hunter thing. I'm pretty sure Hunter is going to be corrupted by Belos, because we saw a piece of him, like a fucking symbiote, crawl into Hunter's back. So that's going to be horrifying. Anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.